Assuming we clear out the lines, the most entrancing star I perceive is the star that could stun our sky. It is this one, Scarab Juice or Scarab Pound. It's a red, exceptionally enormous star. Besides, on the unclear chance that you put it where the sun is, it would loosen up to the circle of Jupiter. It's tremendous, totally erratic, and going to detonate. It's not as clear as it seems in the universe. These giant events, like the most dreaded huge starbursts, could shake everything we know. Furthermore, despite our attempts not to see it, its core has been observed. Bug Juice has been viewed as a sign, a red, incredibly giant star that is typically more significant than our Sun. Brian Cox and other space experts believe it could go supernova, which has made people anxious about what will happen next. The James Webb Space Telescope is capturing stunning photos of the star, raising the question of when Betelgeuse will transform into a supernova and what titanic effect it will have on Earth. Let's figure out more about this star in the constellation Orion, which shines so brightly that even ancient people noticed it. The grand star Bug Juice is located on the eastern shoulder of the Orion constellation. It is the second largest star in the star grouping, and its name comes from this feature, the beast shoulder. It is one of the brightest stars in the night sky. On top of being very bright, the star is also an odd shade of red, which, as we will see, suggests trouble. We've known about Bug Juice for a long time. A Greek observer named TMY studied it centuries ago. The first thing people noticed about stars was their color, and TMY described it as toadstool-colored orange. In modern times, experts have been focusing on the star more intensely, and they now have a better understanding of what makes it so curiously bright. One of its unique characteristics is that its brightness changes significantly. With an apparent magnitude of 0.6, Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its brightness fluctuates over time. Recently, experts have discovered new data about the star. In 2019, they first noticed that Bug Juice was behaving strangely. Although it didn't stop shining completely, it was no longer the same. It had become significantly dimmer, reaching a magnitude of 1.6. Scientists quickly began investigating why the 10th brightest star was acting so oddly. Researchers had to provide a shocking explanation based on their findings, which revealed strange signals from the star. According to their discoveries, Betelgeuse could go supernova at any moment. Brian Cox, a renowned scientist, shared this surprisingly dangerous possibility. As a respected professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester School of Physics and Cosmology, his opinion should not be taken lightly. He also hosts science shows, writes popular science books, and is the Royal Society Professor for Public Engagement in Science. Brian Cox suggests that Betelgeuse is, in essence, a ticking time bomb since it could explode without warning. To make matters worse, the James Webb Space Telescope has provided an overwhelming amount of evidence to support this claim. But what unusual signs has Bug Juice displayed that have caused such concern in the field of astronomy? With new data on Betelgeuse, the star has been classified as a supernova candidate, though scientists remain unsure when it will explode. One reason for this classification is that Bug Juice is twice the mass of the Sun. As previously stated, a star must be several times the mass of the Sun to be classified as a supernova. Things get even more interesting. Investigators have used various instruments, such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, to study the space surrounding Betelgeuse. What they found remains a mystery. Born on August 31st long ago, Bug Juice has shown strange signs that make its future uncertain. What did scientists find? They detected unusual light waves coming from the star, which is extremely puzzling. But that wasn't the only thing researchers noticed. This brings us back to the idea that Betelgeuse is a star whose brightness changes periodically. Historically, Betelgeuse was known to dim at regular intervals and had dark spots, similar to our Sun today. However, circumstances have changed. It now fluctuates from bright to dim twice as fast as it used to, another indicator of instability. Experts found that Betelgeuse's dimming cycle had reached a significant low of 1.61 in February 2021. This occurred shortly after the massive dimming event of 2019, now known as the Great Dimming. We now understand that the Great Dimming marked the beginning of Betelgeuse's unusual behavior, causing many to fear that it was about to explode. The dimming ranged from 1.2 between 2019 and 2020, with the lowest recorded level occurring in 2019. Because of this, experts were convinced that Betelgeuse would go supernova within the next 100,000 years. Considering this remarkable dimming, something extraordinary is happening in the universe. This revelation led scientists to reconsider their initial predictions. However, what happened next shocked them even more. Bug juice became brighter again after the incredible dimming, transforming into something even more striking. Astrophysicist Andrea Dupree, at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, reported that the star is now 150% brighter than usual, making it the seventh brightest star in the sky. Scientists were alarmed when they saw a red glow in the southern part of the sky. This has led to various theories about the cause of the great dimming. First, it's essential to note that not all stars have the red glow of Betelgeuse. The red glow of Betelgeuse indicates that it is a red supergiant star, the final stage of a star's life before its demise. The red glow, however, is caused by a surface temperature of around 3,500 Kelvin, which is significantly cooler than the outer layer of the Sun at 5,500 Kelvin. Because bug juice is cooler than our Sun, it emits less energy per unit of surface area. Nonetheless, it is more massive and will eventually explode. Now, let's examine what the Great Dimming looked like. Brian Cox asks, does this truly mean that bug juice will go supernova? Generally, the fact that Betelgeuse is a red supergiant already indicates that it is near the end of its life cycle. A dying star will often weaken over time, which scientists understand. However, Betelgeuse's recent extraordinary behavior has led researchers to study it more intensely. Furthermore, many telescopes are now focusing on this extraordinary dimming event. The situation becomes even more intriguing because scientists still don't have a complete understanding of bug juice. Researchers are now using the most advanced tools to monitor the captivating phenomena surrounding Betelgeuse. The James Webb Space Telescope has been one of the most valuable instruments used in this research. Since its launch in 2021, the telescope has helped scientists gather crucial data about bug juice. The new images of Betelgeuse's astonishing behavior continue to reveal the mysteries of this fascinating star. The astonishing future of Betelgeuse. With each new image from the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, astronomers are uncovering more secrets about Betelgeuse. The star's unpredictable dimming and brightening cycles have led to many theories, but one thing remains clear: this red supergiant is nearing the end of its life. Some experts believe the great dimming was caused by a massive ejection of stellar material, forming a dust cloud that temporarily blocked the star's light from reaching Earth. Others argue that internal convective processes, where hot gas rises and cooler gas sinks within the star, could have played a role in its irregular brightness. Yet, the most alarming possibility is that Betelgeuse is undergoing pre-supernova instability. If this is the case, then its explosion may happen sooner than expected. What will happen when Betelgeuse goes supernova? When Betelgeuse finally explodes in a supernova, it will be one of the most spectacular celestial events ever witnessed by humanity. Here's what we can expect. 1. A blinding light in the sky. The explosion will make Betelgeuse as bright as a full moon, possibly even visible during the day. It could remain bright for weeks or even months before gradually fading. 2. No threat to Earth. Although Betelgeuse is only about 640 light-years away, it is too far to cause any harm. The supernova will produce a burst of neutrinos and radiation, but Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field will protect us from dangerous effects. 3. A stellar legacy. The explosion will scatter heavy elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron into space, contributing to the formation of future stars and planets. A neutron star or black hole may form in place of Betelgeuse, depending on the final mass of its core. The countdown to a cosmic spectacle. While scientists cannot predict exactly when Betelgeuse will explode, its unusual behavior over the last few years suggests that something dramatic is happening inside the star. Telescopes worldwide, including JWST and ground-based observatories, are watching closely for any new changes. If Betelgeuse does go supernova within our lifetime, it will be one of the greatest astronomical events in human history. Until then, astronomers continue to analyze its fluctuating brightness, waiting for the first undeniable sign of an imminent explosion. Final thoughts. Betelgeuse remains one of the most mysterious and exciting stars in our night sky. Whether it explodes tomorrow or 100,000 years from now, it has already captivated scientists and space enthusiasts alike. As we advance in technology, we may soon unlock the final secrets of this red supergiant's fate and witness a cosmic spectacle unlike any before. Observations taken by this telescope have shown that the occasion caused a colossal mass ejection. Based on new research, we now realize that this mass ejection was multiple times larger than a regular coronal mass ejection. The James Webb Space Telescope can also observe things our eyes can't see, such as light waves and frequencies. Scientists are excited about what the telescope will discover. Researchers have observed dust clouds forming on the star's surface that resemble leaves in space. That may not seem to make sense, but despite the fact that Betelgeuse will eventually die, experts are still studying it because they don't know exactly when it will go supernova. Scientists believe that Betelgeuse is significantly more massive than the Sun and that this bright red star will shine for the next decade. However, given the many remarkable changes occurring within the star, it's difficult to say whether this prediction will remain accurate after the incredible dimming it has experienced. Experts do not anticipate Betelgeuse exploding anytime soon. If Betelgeuse does explode, it will be the first supernova witnessed with the naked eye since Johannes Kepler's observation in 1604. However, specialists do not expect this to happen soon, as they are still closely studying the star's unusual behavior. Despite this, researchers remain uncertain about exactly when this event will take place. When analyzing the universe without bias, one of the most captivating and remarkable stars in our sky is Betelgeuse, often referred to as the red supergiant. If placed where the Sun is, it would extend as far as Jupiter's orbit. This incredibly massive star is on the verge of an explosion. However, the universe does not operate in such straightforward terms. Cosmic events like supernovae can dramatically alter our perspective. While the possibility of Betelgeuse going supernova looms, experts are still trying to determine the precise sequence of events leading to its end. As scientists continue gathering data from advanced space telescopes such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, they remain cautious about predicting an imminent explosion. Despite Betelgeuse's astonishing behavior, including its mysterious cycles of dimming and brightening, there is no certainty regarding when it will finally reach the end of its life. Some theorize that it may take thousands of years for the star to explode, while others believe it could happen much sooner, perhaps within the next few years or even months. The detailed data collected by these powerful telescopes, along with Betelgeuse's unpredictable behavior, have kept astronomers on high alert. They are closely monitoring the star, using every tool at their disposal to detect subtle changes that could indicate an impending supernova. When Betelgeuse finally does explode, it will send shock waves through the universe, releasing an immense amount of energy. The explosion will momentarily outshine the entire galaxy and be visible from Earth as brightly as the full moon. While this will be a spectacular cosmic event, it will not pose any immediate threat to Earth, as Betelgeuse is located over 600 light-years away. However, the supernova will provide an invaluable opportunity for scientists to study the final stages of a massive star's life and the phenomena associated with such a violent event. Betelgeuse's impending demise is not just a subject of scientific curiosity, it is a reminder of the vastness and complexity of the universe. Massive stars like Betelgeuse play a crucial role in the cosmic cycle, enriching the universe with elements necessary for new stars, planets, and possibly life itself. The death of such a star is not an end but rather a transformation, as it releases heavy elements that will eventually seed new stellar systems. Meanwhile, scientists continue to observe Betelgeuse, analyzing its behavior and unraveling the mystery of its future. With each new discovery, our understanding of the universe expands. Perhaps soon, we will witness one of the most extraordinary events in cosmic history: Betelgeuse's transformation from a massive red supergiant into a stunning supernova. Until then, the night sky remains a canvas of wonder, with Betelgeuse shining brightly, a symbol of the fleeting nature of life in the cosmos. As astronomers monitor Betelgeuse, the mystery surrounding its fate deepens. Space scientists are particularly focused on the star's erratic behavior, as something is clearly causing it to behave unusually, sparking intense interest. It is important to remember that not all stars end their lives in a supernova. Smaller stars, like our Sun, will conclude their existence in a much calmer manner, shedding their outer layers and leaving behind a white dwarf. However, Betelgeuse is a massive red supergiant, meaning that when it dies, it will go out with a spectacular explosion, very different from the gradual dimming of smaller stars. Betelgeuse's sheer size makes it a fascinating subject of study. Its radius is several times larger than the Sun's. If placed at the center of our solar system, it would extend beyond Mars' orbit. This gives a sense of just how massive it is compared to the Sun, which is already considered large by stellar standards. Because of its immense size, Betelgeuse has consumed vast amounts of fuel throughout its lifetime. As it nears the end of its life, its core is rapidly collapsing under the force of gravity. This collapse will eventually trigger the violent explosion of a supernova. The process leading to Betelgeuse's explosion is complex. As it approaches supernova status, the star's core contracts and heats up while its outer layers expand and cool, creating an unstable environment with periodic fluctuations in brightness. These brightness changes, such as the significant dimming observed in 2019, are signs that the star is entering a phase of rapid transformation. This dimming may be linked to an ejection of material from the star's surface, temporarily obscuring its light. Despite these fluctuations, Betelgeuse continues to shine, though unpredictably, making it a fascinating object of study. The possibility that Betelgeuse could become a nearby supernova has captured the attention of space agencies and scientists worldwide. With modern tools like the James Webb and Hubble space telescopes, researchers are gathering an abundance of data on the star. These telescopes allow us to observe Betelgeuse in previously inaccessible wavelengths, such as infrared and ultraviolet light, providing insights into its internal processes. Additionally, scientists are using advanced models to simulate the behavior of massive stars like Betelgeuse. These models help predict the star's future behavior and estimate when it might explode. While the exact timing of Betelgeuse's supernova remains uncertain, current data suggests that it could happen relatively soon. Some predictions suggest the explosion could occur within the next few years, while others estimate it may take a few thousand years. Regardless of the timeline, Betelgeuse's eventual supernova will undoubtedly be a landmark event in the study of stellar evolution. Though its explosion will not pose a direct threat to Earth, it will provide researchers with a rare opportunity to study the final moments of a massive star's life. By observing this event, astronomers will gain a deeper understanding of how massive stars die and what happens when they go supernova. The remnants of the explosion will enrich the interstellar medium with new elements and materials, contributing to the formation of new stars. In conclusion, Betelgeuse is not a star fading into obscurity, it is a cosmic clock ticking down to a spectacular event. As scientists continue to observe this giant of the night sky, we are reminded of the wonders of the universe and the delicate balance that governs the lives of stars. Whether it happens tomorrow or thousands of years from now, when Betelgeuse finally reaches the end of its life, it will leave a legacy that will shape the cosmos for billions of years to